Joe in real life. So I've not been feeling great. It's life stuff. It's not like sickness, but it's funny how the difference between the two gets blurred. I've been tired, I've been frustrated, overwhelmed. You know, we all have these cycles. We all enter into these patterns. And lately it's just been too much without any room to breathe. And it kind of manifests physically, you know. Motivation's the first to go, right? Whatever there is to do that's extra, forget it. You know, it's just not happening. Ironically, all you do and see is remedial things, you know? Or at least that's what happens to me. I'll get this idea that all these little fucking chores have to happen. And then I'll make it like my mission to clear them out of the way, as though if I cleared them, I'd be free. Which of course is ridiculous, because there's no end to them, you know? You end up shuffling the same things in the different locations and then having to reshuffle them because you lack the kind of presence and commitment to make sense of it in any sort of real way. The last couple days, I've phoned in even my minimums with just like pause squats, which on the first day I will say that needed to happen. The fatigue I've been complaining about, you know, it had reached a critical point. And could I have done the reps? Sure. But would it have cost more than it benefited? Also, absolutely. You know, today, even though my heart's not in it, and even though I've been building momentum in this sort of slack way, I guess it's the opposite of momentum, I guess, like ease, that ease is found in momentum. I'm going to force the whole workout, force the whole thing, get it done. You have to get back on the horse after it kicks you. And we all know that to be true. If you've lived any sort of adult life, and you don't get back on the horse, well, I might argue that you're not an adult at all, because it's just not optional, you know? So today, we'll do the whole thing, good or bad, pass or fail, just to get back on the pony. Maybe it'll kick me again, and that's fine. What? I guess the hard periods are like, I guess a part of the thought process that keeps me going during the hard periods is that this is conditioning, this is training, right? And you get through it, and even if nothing gets better, the next week won't be as bad because you'll adapt, you know? Progressive overload, as it were. And I'm not talking about weightlifting in this moment, but certainly that's the principle, and it does apply. Whatever you bore one week will be easier the next because you get stronger. And that's cold comfort when you're overwhelmed. And it might just be cold comfort anytime. But it's also true. You know? This is life stuff. This is real life. Stay tuned for some squats. Life stuff definitely has the ability to get real. And that's the understatement of, that's the greatest understatement of all time. Life gets real. The weight moved fine. You know, did it move great? No, but it moved fine. It in no way changes the fact that my body, my spirit, my mind, my emotions all rebelled against moving it. Everything was telling me to do a pause squat. Just do a pause squat, go back upstairs, feel sorry for yourself. And I wish I could say now that I've done the reps, that I feel like vindicated, that I feel somehow better. but not really, you know, maybe a little bit, but ultimately I just feel like I can't get that sand back in the hourglass, and there's nothing, absolutely nothing for it, you know? And, you know, the days, the days are not difficult, but they are long. And by the end of it, I feel a depletion that I can't rightly put a value to. I can't take the measure of it. You know, there's just nothing in the tank. There's no battery power for anything other than the meager task set before me. I'd like to change that. I don't exactly know how I'm going to go about it, but I am going to try. This is also a poundage ramp up, and it is wearing on me. Like 180 is not that much heavier than weight I've been doing, but man, it feels heavier. It feels like an existential burden, you know? So that's where I'm at, man. It's just life stuff. I'm watching these reps, first time, same as you. They look fine. They neither look great or bad. That one looked a little ugly, but so what? This is Joe in real life. I love you guys. Be good to each other out there. I'm gonna try and rally and save this day. Talk to you tomorrow.